Princess Anne has never been merely the only daughter of the future monarch. She has always held a special place within the royal family, yet for a significant period, her role remained uncertain. Would she remain a secondary figure overshadowed by her elder brother, Prince George, or would she forge her own path? As time has passed, one thing has become unmistakable. Charlotte is far from a quiet royal figure lingering in the background. She possesses a commanding presence, exudes confidence, and already demonstrates a level of media awareness that surpasses that of many adults. One unforgettable moment occurred during the funeral of the late Queen, when, despite being among the youngest members of the royal family, Charlotte stood with poise, unwavering composure, and complete self-control. Another instance was when she was captured on camera discreetly reminding Prince George of royal etiquette, whispering to him about the precise moment he needed to bow. And, of course, there was the famous moment when she confidently dismissed photographers with a sharp remark, demonstrating the instincts of a seasoned royal. Charlotte is not merely royal by birth, she actively embodies the role. Princess Anne appears to have taken notice of this. Reports indicate that Anne believes Charlotte is the ideal candidate to inherit the title, preparing her for a significant role in the future of the monarchy. This is not just about bestowing an honorary name. It is about equipping her for the responsibilities that come with being part of the next generation of royals. However, one individual stands firmly opposed to this plan: King Charles. As the reigning monarch, Charles holds the final authority over royal titles, and by tradition, the title of Princess Royal is not simply passed down at the discretion of the current title holder. It is a lifelong designation, only becoming available when the present Princess Royal passes away. For Anne to suggest relinquishing the title voluntarily represents a major breach of royal protocol. Charles has long been a staunch defender of tradition. Having waited longer than any heir in British history to ascend the throne, he has meticulously planned every aspect of his reign, ensuring that the monarchy adheres to a well-defined structure. Now, his own sister appears to be altering these rules behind the scenes. Sources suggest that Charles is not merely frustrated by the title itself, but by what this situation signifies. If Anne is permitted to step aside and directly pass the Princess Royal title to Charlotte, what prevents other royals from redefining their own positions? What stops Prince William and Princess Catherine from reshaping the futures of their children? For Charles, this is about more than one title. It is about preserving control over the monarchy's trajectory. Yet, while Charles resists this change, William and Catherine seem to view it differently. Since the birth of their children, the Prince and Princess of Wales have actively sought to modernize the royal family. They have worked to provide their children with as normal an upbringing as possible, shielding them from excessive scrutiny while simultaneously preparing them for royal life. To them, granting Charlotte the Princess Royal title at an early stage may be advantageous. It establishes a clear role within the monarchy and sets definitive expectations for her future. Rather than remaining in an ambiguous position as a secondary royal figure, she would hold an official designation that reflects her growing importance. In truth, this move could be viewed as a strategic decision. If anyone in the royal family mirrors Charlotte's temperament, it is Princess Anne herself, strong-willed, confident, and determined. Anne has never concerned herself with royal scandals or public opinion. She has simply fulfilled her duties with unwavering dedication. Should Charlotte follow in her footsteps, she could emerge as one of the most respected royals of her generation. However, this all hinges on whether Charles allows it to happen. This is not merely a family disagreement, it is a battle over who holds the authority to shape the monarchy's future. At present, Charles retains full control. If he determines that Anne cannot relinquish the title, there is little she can do. He may choose to postpone the decision, insisting that Charlotte should only inherit the title upon Anne's passing, or he could refuse to grant it altogether. Such a decision could lead to significant tensions within the family. Anne has long been one of Charles's most steadfast allies, but if she believes he is making an incorrect choice, she is unlikely to remain silent. Meanwhile, William and Catherine must tread carefully. They have maintained a strong relationship with Charles, yet they are also committed to securing the best possible future for their children. If they believe that Charlotte should assume the title now, they may quietly advocate for it behind the scenes. This debate, however, is not solely about Charlotte. It raises broader questions about the monarchy itself. For years, discussions have persisted about whether the royal family can remain relevant in an ever-changing world. Some argue that adhering to strict traditions ensures the monarchy's stability, while others believe that adaptation is necessary for its survival. If Anne's decision signals a shift toward a more flexible monarchy, it could pave the way for even greater transformations. Could this lead to a redefinition of Prince George's future role? Might it prompt reconsideration of titles for other members of the royal family? And then there is public perception. While some royal observers support the idea of Charlotte stepping into this prestigious role at an early age, others fear that it sets a precedent that could undermine the monarchy's structure. If titles become more fluid, does that diminish their significance, or does it make the monarchy more relatable? The way this decision is received by the public may influence how the royal family operates in the years ahead. One thing is certain: this is not a minor internal dispute. It is a moment that could fundamentally reshape the future of the monarchy. So, what happens next? That remains the critical question. Will Charles uphold tradition, or will he acknowledge that times are changing? Will Princess Charlotte become the next Princess Royal, or will the title remain unchanged for the foreseeable future? Let us know your thoughts. Should Charlotte inherit the title now, or should Anne retain it for life?